How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the channel. This is Big Daddy Dave, and this is a map tour for Farm Simulator 22 on the mod map Mazowiecka Nizina V3. And we're going to start with the description from the mod hub, and it reads, Welcome to Mazovia. This map is inspired by a municipality in the north of Mazowiecki Voivodeship. Just brace yourself, y'all. I'm going to butcher a lot of these names coming up. It's kind of brutal. The map includes one playable farm, 3 construction sites, 235 fields, toys to collect, sawmills, selling points, production buildings, biogas plant, free water intake point, reservoir on the map, ponds, rivers, forests, custom registrations. There has been updates to this map, including changelog 1.0.1.0, and it reads, Change the cultivation calendar of the season, toy bug fixed, lamp light fixed, map greening, ditches smoothed out, removed snow from roads, placeable farm added. This map was created by Krazik and is 320.89 megabytes to download. Now, there are no mods required for this map, and if we take a look at it, this is what it looks like. It's pretty busy. Holy smokes, lots going on here. So there are areas on the map you cannot buy, so it's not a completely purchasable map. You do start with animal pens. Oh, actually, let me take a look real quick. So you start out with farmlands number 99 and 101, and you start here on the kind of northern edge of the map. So now, animal pens, you do start out with a chicken pasture as well as a pigsty. You do have contracts available. There are no production chains to start out with, and there are items to collect, 100 of them to be precise. There are mods specific to this map, and if we look under the buy menu, there is nothing here. But if you look under the build menu, under sheds, got a couple items right here under silos. A couple items there. Nothing under silo extensions, nothing under containers. Nothing under tools. And you do have a farmhouse. Under productions, nothing there. Selling points, nothing there. Greenhouse, nothing. Orchards, nothing. Generators, nothing. Under animals, you do have a cow barn there. Nothing under horses. You do have a pig pen. Nothing under sheeps. Chickens, you do have something there. Nothing under bees and nothing under unders. Under decorations, nothing under fences. Nothing under lights and nothing under others. And under landscaping, you do have several additional paint swatches. Under trees, you do have several new trees that are modded into the map, as well as plants modded into the map. So at this point, because we're so far away from everything and walking isn't really a good option, we're going to teleport to our starting farm to kind of get us going. So let's go ahead and do that. And here we are at the starting farm. Now, because we're here at the starting farm, how about we take a look at their starting equipment? Brace yourselves. We have one item at our farm. The Zader Major CL80. That is it. That is all you start out with on this map. Yeah, you got some work to do figuring out how to advance. You have a sleep trigger right here. Over here. You have, where is it? It's kind of a weird spot, I noticed. Oh, there it is. So, if I open this barn door, you'll kind of see. So you have your pigsty right here. You can have up to 16 pigs. And over here, you have your, there it is, chickens. You can have up to 60 chickens. Feed goes in here, eggs here, and for your pigs, slurry point right there, feed in here, and as well as your straw. So at this point, gonna go ahead and grab our tractor and start heading around. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Ah, so our first point of interest coming up, and again, a lot of words that I don't know what they mean or how to pronounce them properly. To my left is the Sklep W Tensasosi cell point. Yes. That's whew. Again, if anybody in my audience knows what that is, what it means, or how to pronounce it, I apologize right off the bat. I know that was brutal. And we've got, unfortunately, we have a very slow vehicle, and the first opportunity I get to possibly get rid of it, we will. But you can see it's very lovely, like the kind of the layout and the color palette. It's definitely got some very nice and some really cool features too. Like you just pass by that little wooden cross there, that like just simple little features, those little details like that, just to me can make a map and really kind of just set it apart from a lot of others. Now pulling in here, and right here is the GCHB grain elevator cell point right there. Whoops, that's, oh dear, I completely made a hash of this. Let's just go, oh my goodness, what am I doing? One thing I have noticed is that the draw gates there, you can see they kind of shudder around. They're not working properly. And it's not just this location, it's a few of them. So now make our way around the roundabout, take the first exit. Follow this up and around. But this is certainly considered a small to small medium size fields and farm. You're not going to get a whole lot of large equipment down these roads, and like everything is very small and very narrow. So especially some of the cell points, like you saw that first cell point there, very small, very narrow, kind of a trigger zone. It's right there in the middle of town, so you're gonna have a hard time getting any kind of big trucks and trailers and stuff into that cell point. So be mindful of that as, you know, kind of the limiting factor of what you can and cannot purchase for this map. Alright, over here is the sawmill cell point. This is just a cell point, not a production. And you have your cellwood trigger right there. So now heading back out. Make a left. Head down this 2-track. Through this kind of forestry area. Turn here. And you can see that, I mean, there's just fields upon fields upon fields, and they're all very small fields and whatnot, so it's going to be very manageable to kind of do the contracts. You're going to get tons and tons of contracts. So be prepared to do a lot of different contracts, but because they're all small, you're not going to feel like you're getting, like, what's the best word I can... You're not going to feel like you're getting overwhelmed is probably the best way I can put it. Like, especially like when you got potatoes or sugar beets, those kind of high yield crops kind of thing. You're going to be using some of the smaller equipment, I'm sure, but the jobs themselves aren't going to feel so overwhelming like doing a potato harvest on Combsen Farm or some kind of map like that, where the maps are absolutely huge, the fields are gigantic, and it's just, you know, feeling like it's going to take forever before you even get anything done. Okay, so right here, and again, I'm probably not going to pronounce this right, this is the Gorka sell point. And you know what, before we get too far, let's go ahead and take a look at the map and see where we've been and what we've seen. So we started here on the farm. We came out down to here. We took this sell point in. I'm just going to say this sell point because I can't pronounce that. It was brutal. Came all the way down here. We pulled into the GCHB grain elevator sell point. Came up and around. Came to here to the sawmill sell point. Came up to here. Out to here, over, and took in the Gorka sell point, and that is where we're at the moment. So now we're just going to pull up and around and get to the main road just in that direction over there. I tell you, I really like the kind of laneways and just kind of these two tracks that are all around these fields. It's going to create a lot of entry points in and out of fields. You're not going to have like dedicated, you know, entrance and exit points at every single field. Now, yeah, some of them you do, like that one there, but you're also going to have fields where you're just going to use the lane to get in and out of them, which is, you know, absolutely fantastic in my opinion. But again, looking at this, just like a beautiful, like a really wide road. I shouldn't say wide, but wide where the trees are wide away from the road, but you've still got enough of the kind of archway there to kind of create that natural canopy. Like, very, very nice. Now we're coming up to the biogas plant. And over here is the trigger for this one. Hop out. So you can purchase the biogas for $280,262. You have your solid inputs here and here. You have a couple of bunker silos in the corner here. Over here, you have your liquid inputs right there, and then liquid outputs, aka your digestate, is right here. Oops. Continue to head around. And what's nice is because you have so many of these little two tracks going in between the fields, you've got ways of getting to and from other sections of main road. Like, just for an example, and let's take a look at the map. So we were here at Gorka, came up and around, up to the biogas plant, and then we are now up to here. But if I were to follow this main road, you could see how it just kind of slithers and snakes around. And I'm trying to get up to here to this next point of interest. But because there's this kind of 2-track here, I can cut out all this area. And there's so many of these 2-tracks just around where you can get around these kind of whoop-de-woos in the traffic. So it's very nice. You don't have to necessarily, follow the road network as much as you can, just follow where there are lanes available, which is really nice. I really like that. There are times when a map can feel so large, and it's because, one, like now, we've got a tractor, and it's our only tractor, that only goes 19 miles an hour. It's super, super slow. But because it's so slow, and because, like, maps, if you have to follow that road network, it just makes it feel like it takes forever to get anywhere. And because of that, it gets, I don't want to say boring, but it gets just, for lack of a better word, overwhelming. So what am I doing? This is the, okay, again, gonna butcher this one. Sklep Tanzuki sell point. Whew. Just, oh my goodness, absolutely brutal. Brutal. And then over here, again, another one I'm gonna, and you saw the twitching gate there as I came in. This is the Scoop U Andrzejka? Wow. Yeah, just again, not very good at whatever this is, whatever language this is. So now we're going to continue in this direction, heading around, because unfortunately now we do have to take the road network, because our next point of interest is right over there. You can see it in the distance. But there's no way for me to cut around this one. Unless I would do some field hopping, but there's a river right over there, so wouldn't do me that much good anyways. And it's not like I'm going all that fast where I can find a berm and jump over the river. And because this is not a full like 2x by 2x map, you do have the areas like up here in the northwest that are technically part of the periphery, but it still looks like there's something going on. It's not like it's just a harsh cutoff to like the blurry background way in the distance back there. It's still far enough back, the edge border of the map, to where they can kind of fill in those those kind of periphery areas with actual substance. Coming up to my right is the gas station. Again, kind of morbid, but details. It's small little things like that that are just, real. Whoa, what did I just hit? I don't know what just happened there. Anyways, the small details like that that just really can make a map and really make the difference between, looking at a map and playing a map and really kind of doing something with it. So here, here it is. This is the tailor shop. For 50,000 you can purchase this, and you have a wardrobe trigger right here. You have your outputs for your tailor shop right there, and your inputs go over here. And again, custom production points. Love that. Absolutely love it. And to my right, well, to my left, is the next production point. This is the spinnery for 60,000. You can purchase this. You have your inputs here, and your outputs, I believe, were they up front? No, they weren't up front. Where were they? Oh wait, are they in? Yeah, here they are. Here's your outputs in the shed over here. Now to my right is the supermarket sell point right back there. And again, you can see what I'm talking about, how you're going to want equipment and trailers that are not going to be too big, too long, or anything along those lines, because you're going to have to get into these little nooks and cranny areas to do anything with them. So here, again, another words I'm going to butcher, the Zlenya Mleka sell point. Whew, it just... I know, I for anybody who knows what this language is and can speak it, I apologize. Just, ooh, it's brutal. Alright, over here is the animal dealer. Come over here. Any of your pens and pastures that you have already on the map, you can come to this location, purchase your animals, and it'll be delivered to your pens and pastures, whichever ones you choose. You will incur a delivery fee by using this specific location like you are here. You can also load directly into your pens and pastures at the sites themselves. So you can hit this kind of paw print here at your site, at your pen and pasture, and load in directly from there. But again, you're going to get charged a delivery fee, that little extra that simulates that somebody had to do the work of delivering your animals to you. But if you buy an animal trailer, come to this location, load into the trailer, and then take that trailer to your pen or pasture to then load your animals into it, you then save on that delivery fee. And depending on what animals you're doing, it can get rather expensive, and the volume of animals that you're needing to be delivered can be rather expensive. So just a kind of FYI is, to save you a bit of money. Now we're gonna... Whoa. Okay, so maybe the last time I hit the curb, is that what happened? Now make a left here. Now to my left is the farmer's market sell point right there. Over here is the biomass heating plant. You can load in right here. Continuing in this direction, we're going to hit our next production point. To my left is the bakery. You can purchase this for $50,000. Inputs and outputs back here in the back. Continuing down is the grain mill. Purchase this for $96,000. You have your outputs right here and your inputs right there. Now over here This is your sawmill production point. So you had your sawmill sell point on the other side of the map. Over here is your actual production. So to purchase this, you can spend $100,000. You have your wood chip output right here, your input right here, your wood cell trigger here, and your output for your production right there. Now we're going to continue heading straight south. Again, just the beautiful sweeping landscape, the undulations, the color palette, the key attention to details. Whoops, I went the wrong way because I'm flapping my gums instead of paying attention where I'm going. Like, you just got so much going on this map, and the sheer number of fields. Like, yeah, the number of fields is kind of overwhelming. It was, what, over 200 fields were available. But with that being said, contracts are going to be lickety-split, super fast. You're not going to have to sit there and spend hours on a single contract. You're going to be able to do some volume, get in and out, in and out. And with workers and whatnot, you're going to be able to get through this stuff in no time, regardless of what the contract is. So this is the Scoop Boya Boiliwa. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Sell point. Looks like they take potatoes and sugar beets here. Now continuing down here to our next production point. This is the carpentry. Purchase this for $50,000. And you have your inputs right here with your wood cell trigger right there. And your outputs is right back here in the back here. Again, the custom mods, the custom production points, so cool. And coming up to our last set of interests. To my left here is the gas station. You can see the refuel. Directly ahead of me is the shop trigger. Whoops, there we go. You have your repair trigger right here. And then around back here, you have your lime station, your buy point for lime. And that is it. That is Mazowiecka Nizina V3. Whew. And now that I can finally speak the rest of the time in English and not have to worry about mispronouncing a foreign language that I don't even know what it is, it's time to render my opinion. What do I think of this map? And I don't know if you could tell leading up to this point, but I like it. I like this map a lot. Just, again, a lot of details, a lot of really cool features on this map. You've got these little tracks that take you just about everywhere on this map. I mean, look at this sweeping landscape. Just overseeing the river right there. You've got your big grain industrial park way off in the distance there. I mean, it's just so beautiful. Like it's just amazing. Just amazing. Did a great job on this map. At the end of the day, 0 to 5 rating, I give this a 5, hands down. This would be a map that I could see actually playing on and doing an entire series on personally. And again, because the fields are so small, it's not going to take forever to do a contract. You're going to be able to get a lot of stuff done in a short amount of time. And yeah, the contracts that you're going to get are going to be rather small. Like this fertilizing contract for $791. You're going to probably make more from the buyback of the solid fertilizer than you are actually going to get paid for borrowing the equipment and doing all that stuff. You know, you get your price reduced by $84, so you're going to have a $700 contract for field 170. But take a look at field 170. Where's 170? Let's find it. 171, 170, right there. So this field right here, I mean, you could literally do this in one pass with that set of equipment they gave you. This Amazon spreader, uh, you could literally do, what is it, 40 meter? No, not 40. Well, you know what? Again, before I go and open my mouth incorrectly, 42 meters. 42 meters. You'll be able to do that in almost a single pass. You'll be able to complete the contract like that, you know, no problem whatsoever. And at the end of the day, you're going to be able to really kind of... Wait a minute. Did I just find... I just found something. I didn't know this was out here. We're just going to go directly to it. So, farmland number 42 up in the northeastern corner of the map. I purchased it for $91,104. And there's a lot of stuff on here. You've got a cow barn right here. Your slurry point was on that side. Your feed trigger right there. Your input for animals is right here, and you can have up to 80. Your straw trigger is here, and your milk trigger is right here. Over here, looks like you have a silo. Was this a Pharma 400, so 400,000 liter, and you have a sleep trigger up here. So, hey, that was kind of a happy discovery as I was just kind of wandering around. Nice little water point right here, a little water feature. That's cool. So, if you're good with a trailer, you can probably back it right on. Ooh, back it right on in and extract from that point there. That's cool. This no, none of this seems to work. You get a ton of storage, big storage area right here. So this could be an eventual, like, if you're playing on this, you could eventually purchase this land and really start to expand your operations from here, because you start with that small farm and this one tractor. That's still, I still think that's actually rather funny. One tractor for this starting equipment. That's just mind-boggling to me. I think this is the smallest amount of equipment that you start out with possibly any map on new farmer mode. Like, that's just mind-boggling to me. But hey, we discovered something as I'm again sitting here flapping my gums. That's a happy little accident right there, because I had no idea that was there. Let's see, does anything else look like it might be? I don't have enough money. Nope. Oh, hey. Driving off the road. You know what? That was something we didn't bother doing, is taking a look at field prices. So you can see there's going to be a wide range, and they're all going to be relatively cheap. You know, I saw like a couple of $20,000, yeah, 25,000. You got 30,000. You got a good range of fields and prices. But you can see how this area up here is just kind of the periphery. It's not like purchasable or anything like that. You're not dealing with a full 2x map. It's kind of buffered in. But yeah, I mean, just look at the beautiful terrain, the sweeping, and that breaks up the sight lines. You got these kind of trees that are aligning the fields along one side with the roadway leading in and out on the other. Like, ah, just love it. 5 out of 5. I'm gonna stop flapping my gums and call it a tour. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please show me by liking, sharing, subscribing, following, commenting, doing all the things the algorithms enjoy you doing that shows you're engaged with this channel, enjoying the content. That being said, I hope you have a fantastic day. Take care.